Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. We're not talking about a team or a specific player today. We're talking about an app called Jockmkt. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, I love the app. I love the idea, okay? But I've been playing Jockmkt for a week, and there are some glaring fucking issues with this app that I think need to be addressed. And this is across all sports. It's not just basketball. I'm going to be using basketball as the example. But there's a lot of issues with this app, okay? So in case you guys don't know, Jockmkt is an app that is supposed to allow you to treat professional athletes like stocks, okay? And it's all day trading. It's all done within one night, okay? It's all daily contests. It's like DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever. You have your daily contests. And the problem with the whole thing at the moment is there's a plethora of different things. The biggest being the IPO price, but and the way it works. But I want to talk about it and how I think it can be improved, because I think this is an app that has a lot of potential. It's an app that I really enjoy. I love the idea of it. I love the concept. The problem is it's being executed very poorly, and it's even, I would say, hurting Jockmkt as an app as a whole from being an incredibly popular app. So the first thing I want to say is you guys need to get your players together. You need to get your shit together with players. And the reason I say that is because, for example, Max Strus last night for the Miami Heat played. He actually started, I think. And for whatever reason, he wasn't a player that I could buy on Jockmkt in my daily contest. But the Miami Heat, most of the Miami Heat players were. Okay? Like, for example, Kyle Lowry was available. Jimmy Butler was available. Why wasn't Max Strus? Okay? Duncan Robinson was available. So I need every single player to be available to me. That's the first thing. The next thing that I need is the ability to short players. Okay? And this opens up a whole new world of shit for you guys. And this is going to kind of tie into the IPO thing, because there's no shares outstanding. I don't know why, but this feels like whoever did this has a very basic understanding of the stock market, and they need to do some more research. Okay? So right now, the way that it works is you can just buy players, and if they perform up to whatever you paid or more than what you paid, you win money. But if they underperform, you lose your money. The thing is, you need the ability to short players right now. And I feel like it opens up a whole new world of shit, because you know how many people hate LeBron James? How many people hate Kevin Durant? Okay, like, if you allow people the ability to bet against those players, that's more money in your pocket if they're wrong, okay, and more money out of your pocket if they're right. It's the same thing as buying, only it's, your bet. The difference between buying and short selling is when you buy a share of Andre Drummond, you think the price is going to go up. When you short sell a share of Andre Drummond, you think the price is going to go down. Okay, so I think that's something that definitely needs to be added, is short selling. If you don't know what it is and you're from Jockmkt watching this video, look it up, okay? The last thing we need to talk about here is the biggest issue with Jockmkt, and that is the IPO, the initial public offering. This is by far the biggest issue with Jockmkt, and it is literally driving people away from it, because I've recommended this app, okay, to 4 or 5 different people in my office at work who are all sports fans, right? NHL, NFL, NBA, golf, you name it. I've mentioned it to them because they all enjoy sports betting. They enjoy DraftKings. They enjoy FanDuel, okay? And I thought this was fucking great, because I play DraftKings and I play FanDuel, and I love this app. I think it's fucking great. I love the idea of it. The problem is the IPO pricing should not be determined by whoever is willing to pay the most for the shares, okay? And if that's going to be the case, then I definitely need the ability to short shares. But the IPO price should be determined by Jockmkt. You already give a suggested price for the player, okay? That's already that's a done deal. You have a suggested price. The problem is, okay, with the way the IPO works, if I'm not willing to pay more than the next guy for that player, I don't get any fucking shares. And if I do, I get 1. Who cares about 1, okay? I want to be able to buy however many shares I want of a player, okay? Whether it's 10, 50, 100, 1,000, I don't fucking know, okay? If I want to buy 100,000 shares of fucking Kyle Lowry, I should be able to do it, okay? The problem is right now, with the way the IPO works, is people are just, in the IPO, I don't know why, this doesn't even make sense from a user standpoint, so I don't know why people are doing it, and I think that's why Jockmkt hasn't done this, is because they think that their community is just going to be smart enough to realize that, like, if you pay $6.03 a share for Andre Drummond, you're probably going to lose your fucking money when the suggested price is $1.53. The problem is people haven't realized that. They're willingly losing their money in a sense of, how do I say this? They're willing to lose their money because they feel like the community is dumb enough to pay more than what they paid for the player. And that's not the case. Most of the people playing Jockmkt are people who follow basketball very fucking closely, okay? So if you're one of these people out here buying Gary Payton II for $5 a share, hate to break it to you, but chances are you're going to lose your ass on that because most people on this app are not smart or not dumb enough to buy Gary Payton II for $5 a share. It's just not going to happen, okay? He's not fucking Giannis. He's not DeMar DeRozan, okay? He's not, Kevin Durant or LeBron James. Okay, it's Gary Payton II. He's a fucking bench player who plays offense and defense. He's good at both. He averages like 20 fantasy points a game, okay? So let's stop acting like he's fucking worth, 40, 50, 60 fantasy points a game, okay? Or 30 plus, because it's very rare that happens. But there are people out there doing this, and what it's doing is they're jacking up the share price of these players who are not worth it, okay? I think if you're paying more than $3 a share for anybody past the rank of 30, okay? If they're ranked lower than 30 and you're paying $3 a share for those players, you're overpaying for them. That's what I think. But it's just the idea that they're doing this and shares are only available to the people who pay the highest amount means people like me can't get in on it. We can't even fucking play. And that's a big issue, okay? So what your IPO pricing needs to be set up like is you determine the price, whatever the suggested price is. Jockmkt determines the price of the player based on how they're expected to perform or their fantasy points per game or whatever. That should be the price of the player, okay? You determine that. And then allow as many shares as, I guess you could say, I don't even know what a good number would be for each player. I think right now it's early enough in the stages you could do, 1,000, okay? Maybe 2,500 a player and work on that, okay? Then your ask price might not be so fucking high. But you need to do that so people like me get a chance to actually fucking play. Because that's the biggest issue right now. The biggest issue right now is people are overpaying for shares. They're getting all the fucking shares. Then they're trying to sell them back to people like me who just want the ability to play. But they want us to pay more than what they paid for that player and take an automatic loss. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not that dumb. It's a terrible system. So the IPO pricing needs to be changed. You need to allow me the ability to short players. Okay? Short share or short sell players. That's one thing you need to allow me to do. And on top of it, you need to get your fucking rosters correct. Okay? Once you do that, okay? Once you're determining the IPO price, once you allow people to short sell, okay? And once you get the rosters correct, okay? Meaning like every player that's actually playing in the game is available on the fucking app, then the app will explode. Then it is worth it's a free fucking app. The contests are free, okay? If you want, okay? Once the app starts getting bigger, charge people to enter contests. But the thing is, okay, there needs to be some type of, I guess you could say, market environment here, and there's not. It's just a price gouging environment right now, and it is preventing new people from playing the app. It is preventing new people from joining. So that's my, I guess you could say, 1 week evaluation on Jockmkt. I think it's a great concept. I think it's a great idea. I love the idea. If you want, email me, reach out to me. I gladly work with you on making this shit work. And explaining my idea maybe more clearly to you. I don't know how, via email, over the phone, whatever, video chat, whatever. But once you do this, once you determine the IPO, once you allow people to short sell, and once you get the rosters correct and who's playing for that night correct, We're looking at something that could be a fucking masterpiece. We're looking at something that has the potential to be maybe bigger than DraftKings and FanDuel, okay, down the road, okay? Because this idea is fucking great. I think the idea is fucking great. It is just executed very poorly at the moment. And that's all I need, man. You add that stuff to that app, it's amazing. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. This has been the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.